if you live in New York, is every city ruined forever?
Most, I think, most cities.
Yeah.
No,
I can say everywhere, but that's just my experience.
Some cities. I like a metropolitan area.
Yeah. Like Chicago, have you been?
Like Chicago or Minneapolis or like Atlanta, places like that. Like I can't do like small strip town areas where it's just like soulless, but like I can do either middle of nowhere
Mhm.
with like trees and, you know, mountains and beautiful things like that. I can do a beach town, or I can do like a metropolitan area, but just like some like nothing like Midwest town
Like
where it's
strip
just
mall.
strip malls and
Yeah.
parking lots. Like that shit just bums me out.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. That's how Austin was. That's how it felt.
I like Austin because there's like 6th Street's entertaining. The homeless people keep you on your toes.
Dude, the homeless
They're
people
like zombies.
they're like
They're like
active.
28 days later zombies, though. The ones that like run at you. They're like,
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the same,
Yeah.
because you see the same ones every day. I think I saw the same woman 4 days in a row, and every time she hits you with the same line, she's like, "Oh, you're very handsome." Like but the first 2 times it like really got me. I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
that's
nice."
yeah, that's lucky, dude.
Yeah.
Usually they just say like, "Hey, give me money," and then you're like, "No," and like, but they don't. They're not like New York people where they go back into like doing whatever.
Yeah.
They like will keep asking, but like, "No," but like seriously, give me money.
Yeah.
And, like, you're like, "No," and it's like, "No," but like I know you have money.
Yeah. They're persistent because there's not enough people like moving past them at all times.
Well, also, their like frontal like cortex has been like burnt out by the sun.
Yeah.
Because it's like 116 degrees there most of the year.
Yeah, they all have a very like almost like a clay pot kind of skin tone to them. Like
Yeah.
when you just take it out of the kiln.
And their drugs are uppers. They do like a lot of like amphetamines and shit.
Yeah.
So they're tweakers. They're not like H guys or like, you know, they don't do like dope or
Yeah.
vent or like tranks. So they're not like docile like the ones here where they'll just you can be like they're like, you know, like the guy will be like, hey, huh?
Yeah,
He won't even say words. He'll just be like, huh?
Yeah.
And you're just like, no. And he's like, all right, I'm going back to bed.
He's like, that was
he
all
goes
the
back
energy.
to sleep. Yeah, that was everything he had left.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like these people, like this one guy was just like, come on, man, give me some money. I was like, no. He's like, dude, I just woke up. And it was like 5 PM. And I was just like, good morning. Well, good morning, sir. But I don't have any money. He's like, I don't want money. I just want a cigarette.
Yeah.
I just woke up and I'm just like, dude, it's 5 o'clock. No. I don't have money either.
Did you get to do the mothership at all when you were there?
Tristan did. I didn't. He got to do the mic. I knew like 2 door guys there, and I thought they were gonna get me on, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And which like even if they did, I don't know. From what I heard from Tristan, it was just like you do the little room. They line you up against a wall outside.
It's like blow your brains
their brains out. Well, it's Navy SEALs running security. They're like, get on the fucking wall. Get on the fucking wall right now. You fuck. You pig fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to get in there. The lights are going to be on. We're going to keep the house lights on. You're going to do 3 minutes. And then you're going to either buy a lighter or you're going to get the fuck out or I will stick my thumbs through your fucking eye sockets.
No way.
Just
Is
like-
that just because Joe Rogan is like in the vicinity?
No, he just hires like intense like ex-military guys to do the security. Like, so the door is run by like aspiring comics that are on the house team.
Yeah.
That like do the ticketing and stuff. But the guys that handle the comics and like the fans
Yeah.
are like paramilitary people
Yeah.
that are
yeah.
just like freaks. They're fucking freaks that are just like, did they want, because they have to account, that whole scene is like Joe Rogan's friends and then just a sea of like lurkers that want to
Yeah.
like infiltrate, but most of them don't have like social skills or like any affability to like do that.
No.
So like they're just naturally on guard to assume that everybody coming to do the open mic is like a fringe internet retard.
Yeah. Which a lot of them are.
A lot of them are, but
Yeah.
like you just like as like somebody that's been doing it 10 years, you're like, well, I never, sir. I've been to many a comedy institution and factory before. I've been to the Laugh Factory. I've been to the Stand, and I've never been treated as such. Sure, I feel ugly at all of those places
Yeah.
because now they only have hot people go up and do comedy to get their picture taken. But I swear, sir, I've never been treated like a GameStop employee.
before.
I never.
Yeah, I did
All my
try
stars.
I try to do the thing where I'm like, anytime there's like a celebrity or someone, you know, like a comedy celebrity, like a Tom Segura or whatever, walk by, I just like look away. I'm like, fuck that guy. You know,
Yeah.
like you
Sometimes I go like, and then just see if they react. Like I think I did that. I saw Tom Segura going to Ian Fidance's house because I like lived near him.
yeah,
I was going near the coffee shop near like our place. I've moved since then, but I'm not gonna dox Ian and say where he lives.
Yeah.
But Tom was going to do the like their podcast, and I saw like an Uber pull up right outside Ian's house, and he like got out, and I was like, "Yo, Tom." And then just like walked away.
Was you just like, just walk?
I didn't look back.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even look when his name is called.
Yeah, he's probably like, ugh. Yeah, didn't even look.
Yeah.
I probably thought I had him so bad.
Yeah.
I basically heckled him in Chinese, and he doesn't speak anything but English.
Yeah.
I know he speaks Spanish, but like, you know, like you ever like had like I used to like I don't know, there's just something when somebody insults you in a foreign language, and even if there's a bunch of people that speak that language and they're like, oh, ha, 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 it's like, you can't hurt me. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To me, you guys are all just like,
I already know what fat is in every language, and I know it wasn't that, so it can't be that too bad.
Yeah,
I've been called a fag every day of my life from Alan. So
I mean, it's just like I used to work with like special kids, and they would like say things that were incoherent, but they'd all laugh at it because it's more of like a vibe thing.
Yeah.
But it was in my mind, I was like, oh, these people are, you know, retarded.
Yeah.
Nothing they're saying is like it has any bearing on me or should hurt my feelings. I should feel bad for them. Their lives are like tumultuous.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like Chinese people.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I can't understand a lick of what you're saying, man. That's Greek to me.
Also, everything in Chinese sounds like an insult in a way.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like a very staccato language, and it's very like, yeah.
Oh, 听我的宝, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so it's not real Chinese, in case you can't know. The only thing is, though, is like the real Chinese and fake Chinese, like, if you don't speak Chinese, sounds the exact same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only language, really. Like
Like-
even fake, like French or whatever, it sounds like English or some kind of bullshit.
Like,
But-
I do a bit on it because I know a white guy that does it, and like every white person thinks he's being racist to Chinese people. It's like, how dare he? It's like, no, he just likes Asian women, which is probably worse if you do the rule book
Yes,
of like
yeah,
being a
yeah.
lib. But
You should learn it for other reasons first. But
yeah, no.
Then again, why do we
people
do?
only learn foreign languages for pussy and money?
why
Pussy
do
or
we-
money?
Why do we do anything?
Yeah,
To be honest.
I mean, money is ultimately just a way of having sex for, I think, guys. So
Yeah,
I guess
it's a
it
way
all
to get
just
women
circles
you
back.
never thought you could actually get.
Yeah, it all circles back to that,
Yeah.
like trying to pull above, you know.
I saw that. This is a little pivot, but I don't know if you guys saw like Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that they had an abortion.
Yeah, I have a little theory about this
Mm-hmm.
because, like, both of them are two of probably the greatest entertainers of the
Early
2000s. Yeah, both of them can dance.
Jesse McCartney's up there too.
Yeah, for sure. But
And then
I'm thinking this baby, when you have a baby who can dance that well, it's almost like a black baby. Because I don't know if you've seen black babies dance.
never.
They're pretty good at it.
I really. I feel
Also-
like every baby just has the one dance where they kind of like shuffle.
Waddle
They like
around.
bounce their knees a little bit. and they're
Yeah.
like, "Ugh."
No, there's some videos out there of like black babies absolutely throwing it down. It's just, I don't know what it's just ingrained, you know. But also, what is the highest
They're just built
aborted?
different, you know. They do it better.
What is the highest aborted genre of baby?
Rich girl babies.
You think so?
Yes, rich girl is not gone to college yet. Babies, absolutely.
Okay.
I would assume black people don't get a lot of abortions because they're all the ones, at least where I grew up, were very religious.
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking of, you know, New York.
New York, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, this
that
is a
true.
hellscape, dude. They want everybody to get them here.
Yeah, that's true, dude. It is a little. I'm like a Catholic deep down, you know, like raised Catholic. I
Yeah.
protested abortion when I was like a child. Like stood out in the thing with a dead baby
You're
on a
just
picture.
doxing yourself this entire episode. You're doing fake Chinese, saying you said the N word, which is a word in
Mommy.
Chinese.
Is it?
Yeah, it's their word for Yeah, they go. Yeah, like when there's like a transitional word, they go like, like
Oh, you got-
ni hao no da da ni ga. Like they do it like that. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and to me, it sounds. It's very fish. It's very fish.
That is.
saucy.
It's too many syllables.
fishy, yeah.
Like should just be universally
Yeah. Well, apparently that's their thing. It only started being a thing that was documented and said publicly that that's what that is recently. So I feel like they're trying to pull a fast one.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're quick at pulling fast ones. They're good
probably
at that.
like, oh, just a dude walking around is like, black people are always so confused all the time. They never know what they're saying. They're always stammering, trying to get to the next sentence.
That is also like what they do when like a black person walks into a store. Is they're like,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Follow him. Follow him around the entire store now. While Wolfgang actually does steal things.
What's like the biggest thing you've ever stolen?
Trying to think.
I knew a kid who stole an airsoft gun. He like disassembled it in a store and shoved it all in his pants, and he stole it from Walmart.
Honestly, everything like the
Nice.
things I've stolen the most, like I've stolen so much like nice steak from like Whole Foods and like places like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've stolen like Wagyu. I've stolen probably like upwards of like from various grocery stores like $10,000 worth of like meat products in my life.
what? How do you like transport it?
I don't know. You just like it's especially easy during the winter, because you can just put it in a big coat pocket. But honestly, like I would just go and like you do the self checkout and you like bring, especially here it's super easy because you just bring your own bag
Yeah,
and then you just leave some stuff at the bottom of the bag
yeah.
and then you like bag everything yourself when you're done. And you just like you get like inexpensive things that you pay for, but then like all of your meat products
Take
you
up
just
like a lot of space.
yeah, you just leave
Yeah.
that at the bottom of the bag, and then you fill like everything that you paid for up to the top. And usually people don't like second guess you, especially if you go with like a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, that's true.
People just assume couples have their shit together.
I've heard Whole Foods has like a very kind of high tech security though, where like they'll let you steal a few times and they know, and then like when there's like facial recognition when you
Yeah.
go in. It's just because it's such a like a ritzy white kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I mean I've seen how like in Target too they have those things now. That's why you just always wear the shiesty, dude. I'm just kidding. I mean, then they know you're stealing. I don't know. I kind of do this really stupid thing where I'm just like pretend like I'm like adjusting my nose. So I'm just always contorting my face. I'm just going like.
Oh
that.
wow, that's like what my dad does. My dad thinks if you drive through an Easy Pass and you're like on the line, like between two lanes, you just don't get charged.
No, they still have a panoramic view of your license plate. I thought your dad was about to say they use facial recognition software. It's like it's definitely your license plate. So it's just an Easy Pass picture of your dad going like. It's like they can't get me.
They can't get me. Yeah, dude, parents do just have like such an interest. Like my mom was in QAnon for a little bit there, and
Nice.
like she would text, like I don't know, do you remember like recently when we had that there was like an alert on our phone that was like, it was just like, oh, this is a national alert, we're testing our
happened
Oh,
with
she
everybody at
thought
the
yeah,
same
it was gonna
time,
kill
yeah.
everybody that has vaccine.
yeah, something like that. She told me
That
that
never made sense to me. It's like,
No.
why would like you do a thing where it's just like it kills all the people that are susceptible to control?
yeah, it's kind of the opposite of
Yeah.
whatever they're going for.
If anything, the vaccine would like have something in it that keeps you from dying once they release like some sort of virus that kills all the
Yeah.
people that don't listen.
Yeah,
So she thought that's what was going to happen?
yeah, no, she thought that they like if you receive this alert, everyone is going to know everything you're doing on your phone, but
Oh.
she doesn't know that they already know everything you're doing on your phone.
Yeah, they definitely already know.
Yeah. So she's telling me like remove my battery, and I'm like, I have an iPhone. You can't remove
Yeah.
the battery. So she's like, maybe you should just destroy it, like, just $900 down the drain,
Mhm.
like for no particular
God, they're
reason.
so retarded.
Yeah.
They're so stupid.
But we need you need people like that.
You need people like that because every once in a while they
They're
get
right,
like the
They'll be
Epstein
right,
thing right.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you actually don't need people like that. You need like real journalists that aren't just like Ivy League shills.
Yeah.
And the problem is that people do real journalism, and then people like that like come into the fray, and they're just like, yeah, and they're lizards, and your iPhone's gonna explode in your hand if you don't like get the vaccine.
Yeah.
And then just it makes anything that was like credible or plausible just seem stupid.
Yeah, that is true because like everything she said was
Yeah.
stuff that I've heard from like Michael Good like 5 years ago. Like you need people like him. who are
Yeah.
just like
Oh yeah, dude. I used to get lit up for saying the Epstein stuff in like high school. and
Yeah.
college. And then it happened, and now it's like sort of like it's like hack to like no Epstein stuff now.
Yeah, that's disappointing. You don't really get that moment, you know.
you don't get the "I told you so" thing.
Yeah, It is, yeah. But you need the people who are kind of just on a little bit too
No.
much cocaine.
Yeah, when people think you're crazy, they don't remember the crazy thing you exactly said. They just categorically in their head list you as crazy.
Yeah.
So even if you said the correct thing, they're still in their mind like, oh, that guy was crazy. They're not
Yeah.
like, oh, he was right about the specific thing usually.
Yeah, because you do have to be like a little crazy to like get into that. you
Yeah,
know?
like Alex Jones was right about aspartame.
Yeah. You know what he wasn't right about?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there was like a period where like he was just like getting duped by like obvious satire articles. Like they put a Nick Mullen article on one time
Yeah.
because he used to write under like Nicole Mullen.
Yeah.
And he had this article that was like, I'm addicted to getting abortions. And he put it on Alex Jones. He's like,
This
"These
is
women
the
are
problem."
addicted to getting their pussy scraped out by abortion doctors. Buy my supplements.
Dude, I wanted to visit him, his like thing in because I think he's in
They
Austin,
have him on
right?
Kill Tony every now and then, I think.
Yeah,
as a judge.
yeah.
I think they had him on one time.
Yeah, he's like he's the best entertainer. I don't know if you saw the thing he said about Bill Gates.
No.
He was like, here's a new challenge. You've had the ice bucket challenge. This is the new one. Bill Gates, go on live television, take a loaded gun, put it in your mouth, blow your brains out. If you do that, I'll go on air and blow my brains out.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, he's like, I will kill myself if my enemy does.
Yeah. That's so valiant. Like, that's like dying for a cause.
That is like,
cause.
if he means it, very brave and cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, if there's no way Bill would do that. but,
Yeah, definitely not.
Politicians are the biggest cowards, dude.
Yeah. I like this whole, Israel Palestine thing. First of all, who
Point it out on the
cares?
map.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I don't.
We have a
really know
map
enough.
of Israel right
Yeah.
here, guys. Notice how it's the whole world.
That's right. And let me tell you what, Gaza must be one hot piece of ass because they've been chewing over that piece of steak for a while. But
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy they blew up a hospital and they're like, they literally did "Why are you hitting yourself?" to Palestine. And they blew up their hospital. It's like, no, they actually fired the missiles at the hospital.
yeah.
With their own people to make it look like we did it.
Yeah, didn't I think Biden said like it was
no.
a different.
Yeah, it
he's
was
like, we know it was like, how do you know?
No, yeah. Who else would it be?
Yeah, just like U.S. people wearing like jerseys.
Yeah, I
of
wonder who could have done.
Palestine.
It's like Israel in a wig, like, oh, it looks like I fired a missile at you. It's,
Yeah.
the missile hit you. I'm not Israel. I'm girl Israel.
Yeah.
I'm actually girl Israel, which is a different kind of Israel.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how first of all, I don't know how they get this intelligence. I guess that's like the point of intelligence is you're never supposed to know.
Well, no, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's them saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we're just supposed to take them at their word.
Yeah, it's like this is the highest source of information.
Well, that's what's the problem with like news today is that like it's no longer investigative journalism. It's just parroting the statement that the public official made, and it's like officials from governments that are like on the books, evil, lie, assassinate people. Like when they were like, we wouldn't kill Epstein or like assassinate our own politicians. Like, yeah, but you guys do that everywhere else around the world. It's like, yeah, but we're not allowed to do that on U.S. soil because it's against the rules. It's like, oh, who made the rules? Like, oh, we did. It's like, okay, then you can break them easily.
Yeah. I haven't. It's like I gave up on politics a while ago, but like this whole like World War III, thing that's gonna happen. First of all, I thought it would be like a more exciting start because like I think the like Ukraine war was like kind of a soft launch. It'd be like, are we ready? Are we ready?
The spark notes of like the other world wars. It was a slow build up in those ones too. Like it took like 4 years or so for the U.S. to get drawn into both world wars.
But part of me wants to like just enlist because like it's almost better that I don't care. Like a part of me just wants to like receive orders and then just like turn my brain off and just do whatever.
Yeah.
And then like when I'm like 40, just fucking hit the bottle and like blow my brains out one day.
Well, that's the thing is like dying in a foreign war actually kind of seems more agreeable than like trying to keep making it in stand up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as long as I don't have to survive like as some sort of cripple or like invalid, like and I just die immediately when the thing goes off.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
like, blowing up early. And
I'm
then,
just I'm just tired of I'm tired of sending emails to bookers.
is it all emails now?
Well, it's all email. Like I email for myself and my own stage time, but then I also work like part-time freelance as like for like a production company. It's not like a big or successful one, but they try to book headliners and stuff. So I have to like also like knock on doors for like touring shows and headliners and just
okay.
email them on top of like, like bartending and waiting tables. It's just like exhausting. It feels like I'm working like 3 jobs and I'm getting paid for like half of one.
Yeah, dude. I'm at like a point in stand up where I'm kind of like, I think I'm on my way out.
Just gonna blow up the Comedy Cellar. I think like that's the only recourse left. I'm gonna buy a ton of fertilizer, sugar, and batteries. What else do I need? I mean, you can't be.
You need like a big clock.
You can also, it's a clock of some sort.
Yeah.
Pressure cookers are. You can just buy rice cookers.
Yeah, but you want like the big
easy.
number on it.
And
that
then,
adds to it.
Also, if you just put styrofoam cups and isopropyl alcohol, you can make like an incendiary bombs.
Okay.
And that makes napalm.
Yeah. Have you ever been have you ever been looked into by anyone?
I would assume all the time, every day.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to actually do any of that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, first of all, you have to have like a good enough cause. But
myself is not like a cause. I don't even believe in that.
Yeah. I think it is like a little upsetting we have so many shooters and like none of them are comedians, other than, one.
Well, there's a reason for that, dude. Oh, wait, when was the one comedian shooter? The Joker guy?
Yeah, the Joker. Wait, no, the guy that was on our last text message.
Oh, yeah, but that's a black guy shooting. That's not a white, that's not a mass shooting. He just like tried to kill a guy.
Yeah.
That's normal for like a dude that had gang affiliations.
Yeah, for a guy with tattoos on his face.
With 2 teardrops already on his face when we met him.
Yeah.
That didn't really come out of left field.
That definitely wasn't all that surprising.
Well, no, because the school shooter vibes, like if you go into the arts world, that just gets you a ton of head and pussy. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Comedians are just school shooters that ended up getting head from a girl with BPD.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Is that you went to liberal arts school and like it kept you from doing it. School shooters are like guys that like are like grow up and don't see that as an outlet, like Dylan Roof or whatever. He didn't do a school shooting, but like that's the problem when you raise those like kids. You have to raise school shooters liberal because if you raise them conservative, there's just no future for them. So like, of course, I'm just gonna end it all and do a shooting here.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, here's this place, it's called NYU. You're gonna be in massive debt, but best sex of your life from the craziest women that will say you did some form of gray area misconduct in 20 years.
That is true because like writing a manifesto is like pretty gay if you're from a conservative background, but like a liberal background, it's kind of like it could be like a work of art that's studied like later on. I feel like anyone who writes anything, it's kind of perceived as being intelligent on like that side.
Well, yeah, you just have more of like an affinity to try to make stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How are you doing, Witt?
I'm good, dude. I'm chilling.
You're chilling?
Do you guys want to
Yeah.
go over
What's
a
on
few
Witt's- yeah.
headlines?
Is it all Israel stuff?
No, it's not. I actually have these are fun.
Okay.
I don't like important news.
Okay. While you're looking at that, what places did you go to in Austin though while you're down there?
I went to the Creek. The Creek was awesome.
The Creek is right across the street from their homeless shelter though.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It's like literally they had like a mayor that like put it there in like a couple terms ago.
Okay.
And it's like ruined the downtown area.
Yeah.
And like the Creek is just you can't hang out up front. That's why they have the back patio.
No.
And
But there is so much space to hang out like in the back and stuff.
yeah, you just like there's people that will like call the Uber and like wait out there and like they'll just get ushered back in the building by like the door guys are like, you don't want to wait out there for your car.
Yeah.
Go out there when it's here.
Yeah. Did you have a car when you were there?
No, I was like staying downtown though in like a hotel there. So I just was walking everywhere.
Yeah,
But
everything's on one street.
everything's
so-
like super walkable. It's just like I wouldn't walk it if I was a woman. I don't know how women live in that city.
No. Well, they're very big.
Yeah, I
There's
guess.
a lot of very big women.
But yeah, but like you go on 6th Street and you'd see these like drunk women like passing out in the street, and then just like a team of like Latino guys dragging them away, and it's like I don't think they're with them. I don't think I would see girls like just get abducted, and it's just like I got a spot at sunset.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, dude, we did see
I got to go sign up for Kill Tony and not get on.
and knock it on. We did see. We were walking by the waterfront, which is like the biggest disappointment in the world.
Well,
'Cause
they have a serial killer that's been dumping frat guys in there.
I heard that,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with because like we
Yeah.
have that.
They're calling the Joe Rogan fans.
Yeah, we have that in Brooklyn too. I don't know if you knew that at the Brooklyn Mirage. I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
ever been there. There
I
was
think
like,
they caught the guys that did that. It wasn't a
Oh, they
serial
did?
killer. It was like that was just guys robbing yuppies.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they caught those people.
Yeah, that's like that. I'm okay with that, but dude, if you touch my white women, I get very upset, very territorial. But we saw this. There was this couple like screaming and fighting, and the guy was just shoving this girl. And like as we're getting closer, we're like, "Holy fuck! Like this is bad news," you know? And he just keeps pushing her, and she's just kind of like taking it. They're both fucking gone, like so hammered. And he's just screaming about it. And like we gathered that this guy was super upset at her because she cheated on him with a woman, which is like kind of the wrong reason to get. That's like not even really getting
You're looking,
cheated on.
you're looking down at an opportunity there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, all right, this guy's just being a pussy, whatever. And he's pushing this girl, and eventually we kind of just stood by because we're like, we do not want to get involved at all. But like, if he just like starts throwing punches, like we can't just like do nothing, you know.
You say that, but
But we would have done nothing.
You would have done.
Yeah.
Well, because all it takes is intervening on one of those things, and then you get your. I can speak from experience. Tried that one time, got my ass kicked. Not doing it again.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, you
again.
have tried that?
Yeah, I tried it one time when I was in school in Raleigh, and I just got like my shit kicked in.
No way. Yeah, it's not worth it because like it's not like the girl's gonna fuck you after, you know.
No, I mean that's not why you do it. It's just like. But the smart thing to do is like see that
Right.
happen and be like, is there like a real guy here?
Yeah.
Is there a real man anywhere?
Yeah, someone who can actually who's been in a fight before.
I don't have a gun. If I had a gun, maybe, but I
Yeah.
don't have a gun. If
'Cause
I had a gun, I would probably be in jail. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing
I'd be
it.
dead if
I wouldn't be
had a
pulling it out for just those types of interactions.
gun. Yeah.
It would be like, how many people are signed up for this, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Oh,
don't you
none?
shuffle that list
That's what I
around a little
thought.
bit? Yeah, who's up first? Me. That's right. Bitch.
So like we were kind of like eventually he shoved her one more time, and the friend I was with, ironically enough, the smallest guy like out of the three of us, he just goes, "Hey, like take it easy, buddy." So the guy kind of steps back, and the girl like walks away, and the guy comes up, and he was like, "A man should never have to lay his hands on a woman," which is like fine, but like we saw you do that multiple times, and the woman, this is where I blame women sometimes.
Mm-mm.
Because she had a chance to like really get away from this, but she kind of like just like if she was like a football player, she ran like a very like lazy route, you know, and kind of like almost like circled back like towards him and then crossed the street, so it gave him enough time to like leave us and start like walking after her. So she crossed the street, and then the light went green and cars started to drive, and it's like 3 lanes. And this guy just starts running across the street, like dodging cars. And he gets almost to the end, and a car slams on the brakes and starts honking at him. And he just like smacks the car and then runs over to the driver's side door and just pulls it open. Like the door was just unlocked. He just pulled the door open. And then the guy immediately like shut the door and pulled over and then like got out of the car and started yelling at each other. But like, dude, in Texas, you cannot just rip a door open.
No, somebody will blast you away.
Blast you, dude. They're waiting for that. They want that.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get to use their guns all
If I
that
lived in
much.
Texas, I would be one of those guys.
Ripping doors or blasting?
Waiting,
somebody.
setting up traps,
Yeah.
setting up like Home Alone traps with guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just being like, oh yeah, you can have my money. It's right in my trunk that has gears poking out of it.
Yeah. Like a medieval, like a Vietnam War spikes, like
Yeah.
that you fall into.
Oh yeah, you make a punji stick trap outside of a comedy club, or like a. But yeah, I mean Austin's fun. I liked some
It's
of the clubs
fine.
there.
Yeah.
I just felt very like unimpressed by the comedy there.
Yeah. That's what
you were saying.
Yeah, it felt like it was a lot of kind of edgelord people. Like I was pretty docile compared to a lot of the comics.
Everybody kind of likes the same guys down there, so it's
Yeah.
just the same version of like a guy over and over again, but like bad versions of it.
Yeah, and I don't know if the mothership is any different because they kind of get people from all over. But
I really don't know because it's so like guarded in
Yeah.
terms of like you have to really buy a ticket to go to a show to like see, and like somebody like Kill Tony, they're like when they announced dates there in March because it moved from the Creek to Vulcan to Mothership.
yeah,
And when Mothership started doing ticket sales, like Kill Tony sold out till like February of the next year.
yeah, it's like that sucks because it's like not even that great of a show.
People like it though. People
People
like
do like
watching
it.
because people love to watch people suffer, and that's what most of that show is.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's dreams getting destroyed.
So Tristan, he did Kill Tony,
Yeah,
right?
he's the one guy that doesn't have like a disability that has a golden ticket. Like I know, and I say that knowing that that European guy from Spain, Rick, just got a golden ticket. But like,
Yeah.
if you are a comic from Europe, that is a disability.
That is true.
That is a mental
Yeah.
disability.
It's also it's a disability to just be like
Well,
to never have any kind of candid
Yeah.
situation.
Well,
where-
foreign comics are just kind of like hacks that rely on accents and they steal jokes from like comics all the time.
yeah.
They're just fucking charlatans, dude. They're just fucking second-rate hack rubes, and I don't respect any of them.
Yeah. I met
like-
Cam. Cam is awesome.
Well, Cam's a fucking black guy from here. That's the funniest type of person to exist in the world.
Yeah.
He's to be a black guy from America.
Yeah, he's the real deal too. I was like a little
Oh, he talks like
fucking
no,
funny,
he's
yeah.
chill. I've hung out with him a couple times because Tristan and him are like both kind of on that Kill Tony roster.
yeah.
And he's I mean like I don't think he ever remembers me, but he is just like a fucking happy to see everybody kind of
Yeah.
guy. And he talks like the baby, which I like.
Yeah. Oh, they,
Yeah, he go like, "Yo, what's up, man? Wolfgang, coming out here, chilling in the green room.
yeah. He's the
Oh,
man
so
down
pull
there.
my dick out, I'll titty fuck." You know,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
was
that. He has the same flow as the baby. He just does stand up.
for sure. He
Yeah.
was like a celebrity. Like everybody knew him. And
He
was
only
like,
lived in Austin for 4 months before he popped off.
That's crazy. I mean, he just has the thing.
Yeah,
you
his
know?
whole life
Yeah.
is when you're a black guy that like grows up in like the South. Your whole life is just training to be a comedian.
Yeah, but you
That's why
don't
they're
know
all
it,
funnier than most people that do comedy.
for sure.
But then there's those ones that like it's weird. It's like there's also a type of like black guy that like will coast off of the idea of being black and thinks that's what just like it's like a weird. I don't know. It's hard to describe because it's like not a thing that you observe unless you're in comedy.
Yeah,
But it's these guys like that like it's a combination of like loving God and loving yourself and also just kind of riding the coattails of like just a rich history of like really good black comics
yeah,
and making yourself akin to one of those and likening yourself to like a professional when you're like 2 months in.
yeah.
And those guys are insane. They're like
Yeah.
usually horrible and they're like hugely con artists. Like
Yeah, but they're the most confident
Yeah.
people you'll
have you
ever
ever
meet.
seen like Fun Size Fan?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He'll literally be like, Achilles was beaten by the gods, but was like, I don't know what it's like. He'll just like quote like Greek mythology and akin it to himself. Like, Icarus flew too close to the sun and was burnt because his wings weren't built different. It'll be like shit like that.
Yeah.
But my wings built different. It'll literally be shit like that.
Yeah, that's
Achilles challenged the gods and he blinked, and that's why he lost. I don't blink. It's like shit like that.
yeah.
It's like not only comparing himself to like Greek heroes of like ancient lore, but like being like, yeah, I'm better than those motherfuckers. It's just like, and then just going up.
It is I was talking with Alan about this. It's like there's like a beauty to like being smart but also ignorant at the same time, like almost like purposefully ignorant. Like Patrice was kind of like that, you know, like he's a super intelligent guy, but like he'll say things where it's like he just doesn't understand like the basic.
Well, no, he just knew how to speak in hyperbole and not like get caught in the minutia of things. Which
Yeah.
is what good comedy is making blanketed statements and speaking with authority.
Yeah,
which it's like, and black comedy's like that all the time, especially when they're making fun of white people, because it'll be something like that it isn't even true about white people,
Yeah.
but it just sounds absolutely 100% correct. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, white people, when they always eating the lint in their pockets, and it's like, yeah, white people do love eating pocket lint.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's right.
Yeah. And we'll also
They
like
suck.
we'll just believe it too.
Yeah,
we'll
because
be
they
like,
speak
oh,
with
that's
like
so
such like rhetoric and authority.
yeah. And we also hate white people. White people.
Oh,
you
they
know?
hate themselves, dude.
Yeah. So we're ready for that kind of shit.
But yeah, but you have to have self-awareness, because Patrice was like good at active listening,
Yeah.
so he would be able to like trip people up. But like somebody that like just doesn't have self-awareness, they're just gonna like talk and then like not they just can't take people in.
Yeah.
And when you can't take people in and like process it, you can't read a room when you do that.
Yeah.
You know? So they'll usually end up dying on some stupid hill, and nobody's like on their side, because they just say that they're Icarus.
That's gonna be me.
Yeah, I'm Icarus. I'm sort of like Theseus.
I hadn't seen him in forever. I didn't even know
Is he a New York guy? Where is he from?
he was.
He's
Is he
still around.
Is he a
yeah.
midget?
He's short. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like,
okay.
and that's the thing.
Not
Is like,
actually.
it's like that kind of confidence, and then the whole act is like, I'm little as hell. I crawl in the pussy. And it's just like, it's like shit like that, where it's like you're not saying anything.
Black comics also do the thing where like their like name or like Instagram handle will just be like ha ha Johnson, or like funny guy.
Him too silly.
Yeah. But it works. It like still kind of works for them, you know. Like it wouldn't work for a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah,
like
can
the
you imagine-
Joker McGee.
Yeah,
you know?
can you imagine yourself like, my name's like, yeah, I'm Patrick the King.
yeah. Like I'm not getting taken seriously
Yeah.
at all. No. But it works for them. I
Yeah.
give them, you know, all the
My name is
props.
Nathan the Demigod. Yeah, no, the stage names are like 100%. That is black culture. And
Yeah.
like a stage name for a white person isn't even like a stage name. It's just them
like
using their
whole
middle of
wheat.
their name so they don't lose their job at Wells
yeah.
Fargo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
anonymity.
no, yeah, I'm Michael Stevens instead of Michael McPartland, so I don't get fired from this job that pays my bills.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna pull up his profile and just show you. I like
Yeah.
had to unfollow this guy because it's like this dude is like legitimately retarded, and I don't care if this gets back to him somehow. He is just a dumb person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've definitely never seen him. Oh, he is a little guy.
But no, look at the bio and like the profile. It's just like when it's stuff like that.
Sold out. Sold out grizzly pear 3
Yeah,
times.
3 times.
I like when it's a place that just will sell out like often, you know.
Not the grizzly pear.
Oh, that-
That's the wrong place to quote and then say, yeah, sells out all the time. I've been to a mic there. It's
I
awful.
love this is the best one. It's sold out Caroline's 6 times. Sold out Hollywood Improv 5 times. Sold out Grizzly Pear 3 times.
Yeah, you can just condense that into I'm a con artist.
Yeah.
I'm a con artist and I will steal your money.
And then the last one is packed out City Winery 2 times. like what does
No, but
that
we packed
imply?
that shit
Yeah,
out.
packed it out.
That means we sold it out and then we put more in there.
That could just mean like 12 morbidly obese people like sitting taking up all the space, you know.
He's actually a mover by day. He just like moved furniture around for them. Yeah, I packed some shit for him.
Packed out.
Yeah, I packed up a couch and put it on a U-Haul.
Yeah.
I packed that shit out. No, but it's like a kind of confidence that like isn't merited, and also is just like it's like obnoxious because it like lacks any humility.
Yeah, there is I kind of don't want them to be like too humble all the time though. I do like that.
No, you don't want
as
somebody
an
that's like a
option.
little that hates themselves. You don't want like a wormy, coward. But,
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like the fake it till you make it stuff. Really, it's just like I'm incapable of doing that.
Yeah.
So when I see other people do it, it's like I get jealous of them the same way like I get jealous of like a mentally disabled person, where it's just like, wow, their life is like
They're
they'll
so
never be as
happy.
aware as me
Yeah.
about things, but because of it, they will be happier than I'm capable of being.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it is. I wish I had that for sure.
Yeah, I wish I
Yeah.
could be like a guy that's like, yeah, I packed out the stand 11 times.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did that shit on God, son. And like, if I could be that guy, I'd be so much happier.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you'd
I'd
be more
doing better.
Yeah, you'd
Like,
be
I'd
more
actually be doing
successful
better.
too, probably.
yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like, I'm shitting on that guy, but he is probably like genuinely like just happy.
Yeah, he is happy.
Also, doesn't even remember who I am. Probably.
No, Andy will never hear this or see this for
No,
sure
Yeah.
because he doesn't know how to operate technology.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember one time when he was doing a show at Caroline's and producing it. He was doing it with some like improv girl, but they did like one of those like TikTok dubs where it's like it's like the baby thing, like I am Chichi, 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 and then like they're doing that to promote the show, and it's just like if you're literally doing like baby videos
Yeah,
to promote your comedy,
I don't know how you
should
look
be
at yourself
yeah.
and be okay with
you
that.
should be
know?
shoved into one of those hospitals Israel blows up in Gaza. If you, do
should.
that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't care.
One of 500. How many people do you think actually are dead over there? Because you think it's probably more, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well,
Or it's way
the
less.
thing is like, well, that
there's
was the
one
thing
thing
is
we
that
learned
there's
about-
Israel outlets that are trying to like haggle it down. It's like it wasn't 500. It was
Yeah.
left. They're exaggerating. It's just
yeah.
like,
It's like if there's one thing we know about Jews is they like round numbers.
but that's crazy because it's like you guys hate it when people try to like do Holocaust revision, which you shouldn't do
yeah,
because it's pointless. Because it's like no, only 5 million died. It's like that's still so many Jews.
yeah,
That's terrible.
Yeah,
What 1 less million? It's like okay. It's
one
chill.
of my Jewish friends was like very, very against like the Israel's retaliation and everything because his point was if you retaliate and you start a war, like you lose your Holocaust card. Like the Holocaust card is
Nah,
a
they've-
valuable card.
They've hung on to it for so
They've
long.
hung on.
They've done so many wars. This might be the one just because TikTok provides like an uncensored news outlet because China is trying to get America to destroy itself culturally.
Yeah,
So like it's the one part of the media that's not completely unified because to get an anti-Israel like media piece, you'd have to watch like Al Jazeera or like listen to like an independent news source from like a podcast or something.
yeah.
But
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think.
But it's an asymmetric retaliation. It would be like if like you punched me in the face, which is wrong and you shouldn't do that. But it's like if you punched me in the face, so I got Witt to hold you down and I started raping you.
yeah, yeah,
That's like equivalently like what they're doing.
yeah.
Witt's
yeah.
the US, I'm Israel, and I'm like, all right, you hit me, I'm gonna stick it in for a good 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And not even come, like
And
not
then-
even give you the
And guess what?
satisfaction.
I'm gonna be like, we're so brave for doing this. I'm so brave for raping Patty. No, they're like the people there. There's like I think there's a certain amount of like dissent against that, but like the government's just so unilateral in its approach to this that it's just like they're all evil.
Yeah,
But the I know people that live in Israel that are not cool with this.
for sure.
It's not like they're like as a country like yes, this is what we want.
No, they definitely know that it's a little bit too much. But I don't know. Do you think it was like a false flag?
It's hard to say. I think that they probably because Israel's intelligence network is so vast, so intricate, and
That's
so
what they
effective.
say.
I think like because like they invented a program. It's like called like Blue Hawk or something where they can track people through their smartphones. They probably caught wind of this attack from Hamas, which was probably logically speaking supplied by Iran.
Yeah,
And that's really what this is a proxy war between Iran and Israel and probably a couple other Middle Eastern powers. And that's what Israel's afraid of and why they're retaliating so heavily. But I feel like they knew it was going to happen because this was a music festival on the border.
yeah.
Like you could see into Gaza from this festival. I would say that there is a strong possibility that they knew it was going to happen and they
Kinda
just let it happen.
Yeah, I felt a little bit because it
They've
wasn't
just been
like,
waiting for them to step on a stick, basically.
Yeah, and like they happened to steal like the hottest girl in all of Israel, you know, because we all know if there's like a hot enough girl that's gone, we all just have this very visceral reaction to it. Like I don't know if you saw the picture; it was like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
But she
in
had
my life.
dreads, so it was like, like that's what kind of like made me a little conflicted because at first you're like, oh, all these innocent kids just trying to like have a good time
Yeah,
got killed. It's like, wait, it's at a music festival rave and EDM music.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I'm not saying I want a bunch of Jewish people to die, but like I've seen those kinds of shows in New York and had the thought, like, what if somebody just fucking blew all these guys up?
Yeah.
Like,
New York, it's because I'll just go to like EDM shows like by myself. I have like a very like autistic response to that kind of music. Like it feels like someone's just like scratching my brain, you know? So I'll just like do like half a gram of mushrooms and just go and like just stand and just like basically close my eyes and wave around, you know? But it is the thing where like everybody in there, I want it to die. And like I'm willing to be a part of that if like 5,000 people, like 5,000, because I like Asian people.
that's how I felt signing up for Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I was just like,
If I was one of the,
if somebody gunned us all down right now and I had to go too,
it would be for the greater good.
it would.
Yeah. That's, yeah, I got the whole Kill Tony thing really annoyed me because like I was in line for the mic and this kid was just like behind me and he was just like, oh, are you in line for Kill Tony? And like there wasn't a Kill Tony that day. And I'm like, no, there's no Kill Tony. And he's like, oh, let me call him. And like, and he made it sound like he was going to call Tony Hinchcliffe. Like, and he takes out his phone. We're standing outside of the mothership, like literally right by the door guys and everyone. And he just goes, hey, is this the comedy mothership? Yeah, do you guys have Kill Tony? And then he hangs up his phone. He's like, yeah, so there's no Kill Tony today. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, but what you want to do is you want to walk down the street, go to Sunset Strip, and you can do a mic where you practice your minute for Kill Tony. I'm like, there's no Kill Tony. Like, why would I practice? And he's like, yeah, but you can get a minute. I'm like, I don't want to do a minute of stand-up comedy. I don't care if
that's
like
awful.
I don't care if Brian Redband is there, like fucking blowing me. Like, I don't want to be in the Sunset Strip doing a minute. Like, what's the point of a minute? Like, Kill Tony, I get it, but like, you can do a regular mic and look at your phone and be like, oh, that was a minute.
Yeah,
No.
you can condense something into a minute.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. No, because it's like people that are like new to stand up, but also like have not been endowed self-awareness through living life yet.
Yeah.
It's like somebody that's retarded where it's just like, I got to get away from this guy because he's making me look stupid too.
Yeah. That was the entire like kind of culture, I guess, like in the, I don't know. I didn't meet like a lot of people. I met like a few people.
If you can make it within the city walls, dude, if you
Yeah.
can get in on the inner circle of like comics like working and doing shows and that like are respected and have like agency,
Yeah, that's what you want.
that's what you
ultimately.
want. But
Yeah.
like you're like in a sea of like beggars and like impoverished idiots
Yeah.
that have like they're just hungry for something.
It makes you feel bad too, because it kind of like dilutes your perspective of like yourself and like where you are. Because like just standing in that line, I was like I'm a piece of shit. Like
Yeah.
the fact that I'm even here considering doing this.
No, I'm standing out there in my like Assassin's Creed outfit. Like I'm going to blend with the crowd and then I'm going to sneak in. I'm going to hide in a haystack, and when Joe Rogan comes, I'm going to kill him with my hidden blade.
And take his
And then I like
place.
try to kill him, and it triggers a cutscene where he counters me, and I'm like, oh no, oh no,
Oh, no.
I was not supposed to assassinate him on this mission.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is news from bed.
All right. Lexi Thompson made her PGA Tour debut the other day after competing in the Shriners Invitational. Female golfer PGA Tour debut. Big deal. Setting the new PGA Tour record for most holes on a single green. The Biden campaign is joining Donald Trump's Truth Social platform. Democrats are concerned, however, as getting Biden onto a new platform may require the usage of stairs. He's not good at stairs. Did you hear he was supposed to do physical therapy?
Yeah, have you ever seen the thing where they had his note card and he accidentally flipped it around during a meeting?
No.
Oh,
What did it say?
It was like, you will sit down at the table. You will shuffle your papers. You will say this to this person. You will stop talking. You'll say this to this person. You'll say this to that person. You will get up. You will leave the table.
Wow. I'm surprised he doesn't just like read that out loud.
Yeah.
All right, I'm shuffling my papers.
You will not say a slur. You won't say an antiquated pejorative.
Hall of Fame wide receiver Terrell Owens was run over by a car during a pickup basketball game. While T.O. came out relatively unscathed, he did miss both his free throws. Gotta hit those free throws. That joke is specifically for my dad. He'll like that one. Trans cyclists took the gold and silver in a Chicago women's bike race, while third place went to a woman who is now extremely transphobic. I don't think they should be allowed to compete. A Jewish New York City councilwoman was arrested for carrying a gun at a pro-Palestinian protest. They knew that the gun had belonged to a Jew when it showed signs that the silencer was removed at birth. Do you think that's what they're fighting about?
Circumcision?
Foreskin?
Yeah.
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 Lastly, a Minneapolis PD officer was outed as an OnlyFans model after pulling over a subscriber. Yet another Minneapolis police officer spending too much time on their knees. This has been News from Bed. Good night. Wow. I've never seen a candle consider going out that long.
You got a Jewish candle. I don't know if I'm gonna go out. I think I might stay on, but maybe for $5 I'll go out. $6.
I guess it's a little chilly out there.
I guess.
Oh,
it's so drafty right now. Who's blowing on me? They sat me underneath the air conditioner, even though I'm just a candle.
I should have worn my wool scarf today. I don't know. Wolfgang, Witt, thank you guys so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man,
It was a lot of fun. I like having some good men in my bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
You
comfy bed, dude. This is really nice.
Yeah, this is Elisa mattress.
Elisa mattress. Elisa and mattress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Makes
be
you
able
come.
to. I wouldn't be able to handle sex with Lisa Ann. I don't think.
Yeah, you can't handle all that ass.
No, You know what's interesting? I think
I've seen her before. I've met her in person at Gas Digital. She was in there one time.
yeah,
when I was
because
there.
she's her and Aaliyah, right? Or both.
It's different. I mean, they have even Ralph on his podcast. He has porn stars come in sometimes. I think I met God, I forget who was it. It might have been Lexi Luna. I met her too.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
What does she look like in person?
She was wearing a jumpsuit, that looked kind of like it was out of the 60s. She was a put together lady. She was there with her manager, who's very nice, also her husband. But
Wow.
I don't think I was supposed to say that out loud. I don't care.
I can
Because they were like, yeah, we don't really talk about it. Yeah, it's just
okay.
I was like, how you gonna let your wife be a porn star? how you gonna let your wife have sex with other dudes like that?
Is that what you said to him?
That's what I said in that voice.
Wow.
I said, how you gonna get cucked like that, white boy?
It is always the whites getting cucked, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
I wonder if there's any black guys who just
No,
want
there's
to
white guys that don't get cucked, but they all go to jail because it's there's no happy medium with white guys. You either let a woman walk all over you or you just kill her. White guys don't know how to do an average marriage where there's give and take. It's either they're stepped on or they just go nuts and shoot her in the head and her boyfriend too.
What do you guys got going on tonight?
I think I'm gonna chill with the lady. I was gonna go hang out at Momo's show at Garlic Renaissance, but I don't know. I think I got 3 spots tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then 2 Saturday, and 1 on Friday. So I was I'm just gonna be running around, so I'm just gonna sleep.
Yeah, good for you. I have a show at 10 every Wednesday at Star Bar. So it's 10 p.m. at Star Bar. You can
Nice.
imagine.
Nice. How's that been?
Not great.
Not great.
I think I run the worst comedy show in the city.
You say that every comedy show that isn't fantastic though is the worst comedy show. In the
Yeah,
city.
but we average about 4 audience every week.
Are they comics?
No, not counting comics. They're
Okay.
people who are just kind of sitting there, just very upset that they chose the decision to sit there.
Well,
But,
what
um,
do you
you
think?
doing it
What do you
tonight?
think would
Yeah, it's not. If you want to swing by, I can
Nice,
give you a
yeah.
little spot.
I was just gonna do mics or something, or tiny cover mics.
Yeah, you
but
should. Damn, you should. I mean, what do you think would change it, turn it all around for you?
I think a different. Well, so what we do once a month, we do a late night show with a band and a PowerPoint. We have a panel of comics and stuff, and it's that we get an audience for because it's a little more of a thing. But I think it's just the times. It's a tough time slot. Wednesday
Yeah.
at 10.
Why not just limit the amount of Wednesdays you do so you can put more time into the production?
Well, it's also it's stage time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
like we all just do it to do a 10-minute set, you know.
Yeah.
So,
But a 10-minute set that robs you of confidence and joy is actually actively hurting you getting better.
at this point, I think anytime I get on stage is actively robbing me of joy. It's
Yeah.
been rough. Every show I do, there's no one there, and every mic I do, I just
Were there people at it? Did you do any shows while you were at Austin? Or
yeah,
just
I did.
mics?
I did 3 shows and 1 mic, and I only did four spots because I was there for a week. But I was just like, I didn't get booked. I only got booked on 1 show, and then the rest of the time was like waiting for Kill Tony and just like wishing I wasn't in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
But the shows were great. They were like really good. They really fill them up.
Yeah, no, they have good audience there.
Yeah.
It's just like the comics they have to fill them are, I don't know. It's just there's something about them that like, I don't know. I'm not trying to disparage anyone, but it's just like
No.
I'm not like impressed.
Yeah, there was one comic who's on 5 grams of mushrooms doing.
See, that's
comedy.
another thing because
It's
it's just
like,
like,
wouldn't
what
you-
is it? What are you even getting out of that?
Yeah, you're just putting yourself through like mental misery.
Yeah, like if you're gonna go do mushrooms, like play Skyrim or something cool that
Yeah.
like you can at least.
Or like find a nice rock to sit on and cry. That's what I do when I do mushrooms.
How many clubs do they have there? Is it like 4 different clubs?
There's more than 4, but the main ones are like the Vulcan, Mothership, Cap City, Creek, and
And they're
I
all
wanna
like
say
kind
there's,
of
like-
right next to each other?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all on that strip, Sixth Street.
yeah, and then
Um,
there's like Velveeta Room, which is good.
Yeah, but like Vulcan, Sunset, Mothership,
Yeah,
and then
those-
like Creek. The Creek is like up and over a block. It's like a 1 block up, and then like over down a couple blocks.
yeah, it starts to get a little into that
So-
like by the bridge area.
Oh yeah,
kinda.
no, it gets you go there in groups of people, or you carry a knife or a gun on you.
Yeah,
Just because some of those people are freaks, but the shows out there are good. It's just I don't know. Why
It's
would you
good.
want to be on mushrooms, dude? Why would you want to be on the thing that makes you speak in riddles when you're trying to be as concise and clear as possible?
yeah.
It's so
Exactly.
stupid.
It's just a bad combination. Anytime I do mushrooms, I need to be like away from everyone and just with like 1 or 2 specific friends who.
Yeah,
Are
like
comfortable
sometimes
with-
I get drunk when I do stand up. That's because it's like I don't like being mean to people. And when like I suss out a room where it's like, oh, I'm gonna need to call somebody a dumb bitch, like or like do it at least in a creative way. Like that's when I start drinking. But,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's just so there's not a world where I see that being a good set.
No. I've only done stand up 3 times drunk and like 5 times maybe stoned. And every time I've regretted it like, pretty immensely. But
Oh, come on, dude, drinking while doing stand up. That's been the
can you like manage your drinking? Are you good at that?
yeah. I get a good buzz, and then like I'm in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's been changing a lot lately, though. Like I got way too drunk out in Minneapolis after a show,
Okay.
and I think it like altered my brain chemistry forever.
Really?
Yeah, I like now drinking makes me anxious.
Wow.
Like it makes me like have like little panic attacks.
Do you think it's associated to that experience, or do you think?
Yeah,
it's-
because I almost died. Like I can
Oh my
go through
God.
like the laundry list of like what I drank, and I don't even know how I got back to the hotel.
Wow.
I had like 5 IPAs, 5 tequila sodas, 2 Miller High Lifes,
Yeah.
and then like I think a whiskey.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And
This was
I'm-
before you went on stage?
no, like the 5 IPAs were over the course of like doing shows that night, and then like, so I was like drunk while I was doing the last show, but it was good. But people out there are so gracious, and the shows are usually so packed, and like I don't know, there's just this gregarious nature to people in the Midwest where they're so grateful to like have somebody there performing comedy.
Yeah.
Even in a comedy town
it's
like
nice,
Minneapolis,
I like that.
people get you drunk for free.
Oh, nice.
Because alcohol is cheap anyways there, but they'll like that's just like their way of saying thank you is like, come on, have a drink with us,
Yeah.
and they like will drink you under the table.
Yeah, and they kind of want you to be up there like slurring. Like that's
Yeah.
that's comedy in itself.
Yeah,
to
no,
them.
there's like a club in Alaska that'll do that. I heard, like, I was listening to Sam Talent talk about it. It's like called like Chuckahoot Charlie's or something like that. And they'll like the club will be like,
Just
all right,
launch
we're
you.
gonna send you shots of whiskey every time somebody orders one for you. When do you want us to turn it into ginger ale or something?
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, because
At least they give you the option.
yeah, well, because you do the same like fucking 5 minutes over and over again if you're drunk enough.
Yeah.
You like forget where you're at. But yeah,
I heard that actually about Norm one time. He He like opened with like he got super high. He asked this comic to like, he's like, hey, you want to smoke this joint with me? And the comic was like, no, like I don't really smoke before I go on. He's like, come on, like what are you being a pussy? Like
Yes.
just smoke with me. The guy's like, I really don't want. He's like, oh, you're not gonna like really, you're not gonna smoke. Come on, just smoke. And so he's like, all right, fuck it, it's Norm Macdonald. So he smokes and he's like, he got so high and he went out, did his set. He's like, I have no idea how it went. And then Norm went on, did his opening joke, did his set, and then he closed on his opening joke, and everyone was kind of like, what? Like everyone was confused, and you could tell Norm didn't know why, like no one was laughing. And then he got off stage and he's like, why the fuck did you get me high? Like I did the same joke. Just totally spun it on the guy.
I only tried that once. That's hard.
Getting high? Yeah. I like it more than getting drunk though, because I feel like it's more of a battle in your head, but I feel like your perception of how you're being received is a little closer. Like drunk, I just think I kill every time, and then like you listen back, and you're like,
The one time I went up stoned, I got heckled by an Indian lady, and I was so mean to her because I was like trying to talk about like autism. This was before everybody claimed to like have it. And shit. And I wasn't even saying like I had it or anything. I was just talking about the concept of it. It was like a joke where it was that like Germans discovered Asperger's, and it's like, do you think that was because they just kept getting Jewish guys coming up to me like, wait, I get to ride that train for free? And this Indian lady's like, he sucks. I was like, no, you suck, and your parents think you suck, and you're just, it was like, yeah, I got like mad.
Like
I wasn't even creative. I was just like, and you're just heckling people because you're never gonna have the fucking love of your parents, because nothing you ever do will be good enough for them. Doesn't matter where you go to school, what you do, who you date, they're always gonna fucking hate you, and you're never gonna be enough. That's why you're a fucking Indian woman, like my mom, and I hate you like my mom. I don't hate my mom, but I'm just like, but you're pissing me off like my mom.
Wow, I could never get to that place high. I'm so scared.
Oh no, I got so evil.
Oh
quick.
wow. Do you smoke like normally?
No.
Okay.
No. I smoked some stepped on weed at a bar the other night, and I don't normally smoke, and like I went to bed, and like it wasn't like anybody was like talking to me directly, but I just literally heard like a voice talking in my head, and I was like, that's not good.
That's probably how old are you?
25.
Yeah. Is that like in the window of schizophrenia?
Yes, it's the prime time.
Okay.
It's prime time seating.
Yeah.
So
you should lay off that.
I'm laying off of everything.
You should lay off
and if I can make it
everything,
through that, I'm hoping.
Yeah. So if you make it past, what is it, like 28 or something, 27? Is that like, I know there's not like a,
probably
it's not. Like
not
on your birthday. They're like, all right, no more schizophrenia. But like,
I think you're like
get it later in life, right?
See, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know that like this is like if you're gonna figure out that you have it like in your 20s is like when it starts to manifest.
Yeah.
But that was the only ever time anything like that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because I was sleepy and I was like entering like a subconscious state.
I don't know, because I hear like weed can do that. It can like induce, some kind of like personality thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sure, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug, promote?
When's this coming out?
Saturday.
This Saturday
At 2 p.m.
Okay. Well, do you have any listeners in New York?
Yes.
Okay, cool. If anything I've said has been of like any, bit funny to anyone or had any impact on you, you can see me on October 25th. I'm doing the Too Many Cook show. I do not know where that is, but they do have an Instagram page. It's at 8 p.m., and I'll probably post it on mine at Wolfgang_Hunter. And then on the 26th, I'm doing Expired Milk. They have not listed a location yet, though.
I guess it'll probably be in the fridge, right?
Yeah. That's where it'll be.
That's my first joke of the podcast. Witt?
Come to the Diner Dogs comedy show.
Is that your show?
That's my show.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Next one is October 27th.
Nice. Where's that?
Pacarna, NYC.
Pacarna.
89th in Amsterdam, Upper West.
Nice. All right. And yeah, I guess follow both you guys on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
get a big bump. Be ready.
Yeah.
I know,
I'm so ready for it.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
going to be waiting.
things have been the water has been still in the life of Whitwells and Wolfgang, but this is the change that's going to come.
Dude, tomorrow Spider-Man 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah, does that mean you're gonna have a
wait,
lucid dream?
No, yeah, I'm gonna have a lucid dream before it comes out at midnight tomorrow, or like for Friday. You
Like
know?
Spider-Man Miles Morales too?
It's the follow up to that, so you get to play as both of them.
Oh, the game.
The game.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Do you have
Yeah.
a PlayStation?
Yeah, I have a PS5.
Oh,
back
nice.
back when I used to have money, that was the last like cool thing I purchased, and it was such a mistake. I could easily use $500 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually in Austin I checked my bank account. I like bought a coffee and I like looked at my account and I had negative $160 in my checking. Like how do they let me get a coffee at that point?
Oh, it's because yeah, I don't even know how.
They shouldn't. It should say no. But then again, I guess
it must have cleared before those transactions, because it'll show you the reflected value of your account, but
Oh,
sometimes it's after like transactions post. You know, they're like pending for a little while too.
Right. Okay.
So it's showing you like your projected balance, but that hasn't actually come out of your account yet. And then like on like a following business day, it'll come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. But it is nice because I would hate for them to like make coffee and then it declines and then they just have like a coffee sitting there.
They just hit you in the stomach and you throw it all up into the cup again. And they're like, all right, we'll be taking that back.
Yeah.
And it's just
And the scone.
It's the most embarrassing.
It's so
possible
embarrassing.
thing.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys go to college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all have degrees.
Yeah. I have a degree in civil engineering.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I have a degree in business management and marketing.
We're fucked.
No, we're not. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It was
Do
so.
you still owe a lot of money? Like,
No, it's got mostly paid off.
Oh, that's good.
I got some lucky breaks. I had parents help me out, and then I also got some academic scholarships.
oh, that's good.
But dude, the job market, I could not get a job in anything besides like cold call sales after I graduated.
Yeah.
You literally have to know somebody now to even have a job anywhere.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
Even in
engineering
food
is different.
service.
Like they're always looking for. They like can't find enough, but then they still like underpay you. So it's kind of like fucked.
Did you
And it's
work in
boring
civil
as shit.
engineering?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
I
my
do right
grandfather
now.
was.
Oh,
He
you
worked.
do?
My
Yeah.
grandfather worked for Duke Power like all his life.
Oh,
in
wow.
America. Well, after he moved to America.
Electrical engineering.
Yeah, he was civil, but like he worked for the power company.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
worked
that's-
at like power plants and stuff, but his background was mostly in civil engineering because he did like construction projects
Yeah.
in India. And I
Yeah.
think he oversaw the like construction of like new power plants and things like that.
Yeah, if you like actually like it, it's like a cool job eventually.
Well, Indian people like of that generation love
They
working.
love it.
They
dude.
love work.
Yeah,
It's insane how much they love it.
yeah.
I don't understand it at
No,
all.
I mean we're just trying to escape it.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying.
They'll
to
have
do.
like an extra job. Like there'll be a dude like that that's like, oh, I'm going to like be a civil engineer for like the biggest power company in the southeast that has a monopoly on power there, and I'm also going to run a cell phone kiosk and a laundromat. And it's just like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, and they're like, well, I have 2 extra hours.
Why?
of the
Yeah,
day.
and I'm not. What am I going to do? Use that for sleep?
Yeah,
loving
I've
my
watched
kids.
Every Bollywood movie there is. Like, there's no way I'm gonna keep it.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.